PC Weather Lab. Here's Rob's forecast.
Welcome back. Well, still a chance of storms in the forecast for tomorrow, then rain chances tailing down as we head into the weekend. That means the heat's going to be going up. We'll talk more about that in just a bit. First off, though, I want to review what we were talking about earlier with respect to the oncoming release of water coming down the Atchafalaya Spillway, the Morganza Spillway, and down the Atchafalaya and the basin, and wanted to reiterate the large expanse that the Mississippi River funnels eventually all the major rivers from the Ohio, the Mississippi, the Missouri, the Arkansas. Here's the Red River. The Red River is fine. The Arkansas is very high. The Missouri is very high, as well as the Mississippi, as we've been showing you in successive weathercasts. Now, this was from earlier this year when we had a lot of water coming out and the Bonnie Carey Spillway was open. We saw all the muddy effluent, all the extra sediment coming out of Lake Pontchartrain, also by the Pearl River, by the way, and then the Mississippi River outlet, the Atchafalaya River outlet. Here's the Wax Lake outlet, and you can see this darkness right here really kind of shows you how the map of Louisiana, number one, should be drawn. The line goes way out here, but you just have little land masses going to Grand Isle, then through Cutoff, and then across the coastal areas, very thin coastline here. But once that sediment gets into the Gulf of Mexico, it's got everything that is planted or used across a good part of the nation's midsection. So it deposits nitrogen and phosphorus are the main chemicals which are used for fertilizer. That promotes algae growth, which eventually decomposes. And when it decomposes, it uses oxygen in the process, and the bacteria taking that, and that takes away oxygen from sea life, whether it's shrimp, whether it's oysters, whether it's fish, or anything else. So that's how a dead zone develops. And you'll see this probably again in the summer, where you have these algae blooms that develop because of the extra sediment and the chemicals in there. So that's one of the real negative things about opening up the spillway and more water coming down. But here's a positive. I showed this last week as well. This is going back through 1985 to 2016. And what happens coming out of the Atchafalaya River and the Wax Lake outlet, especially when we added water in 2011 and the spillway was open, it helped build delta out into Atchafalaya Bay here. And that is good for us. One, it's healthy for the coastline, and it also mitigates storm surge. So something is a benefit as well. So it's not all negative. But again, the human toll, and when folks have to get up and move their homes or camps, that's a whole different story, and it's not a good story. So here's the big picture across the lower 48, finally quieting down after a 2-week run of severe weather and over 400 reports, tornado warnings and tornadoes during the course of the last 2 weeks. Still the threat of severe weather, Texas Hill Country, but that seems to be diminishing. Now it's a heavy rain threat on the southern flank of that hill country as we're heading into South Texas. Flood warning going right now across South Texas. And for us, we had lots of clouds. We thought we'd see more in the way of showers and storms, but the cloud cover from the ongoing storms in southeast Texas mitigated much of the shower and thunder shower activity. And this is all associated with a very weak frontal boundary. If you look at your wind direction, here is very light out of the south, and then you get up by Alexandria, very light out of the north. So that boundary will sink southward and could set the stage for scattered showers and a few thunder showers as we head into tomorrow afternoon. So here we are by tomorrow afternoon. We'll go back from partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies by late in the day. I think we're going to see more than what the high resolution rapid refresh model is showing. A few more in the way of showers and storms late afternoon, early evening, and then things will quiet down for tomorrow evening. Going with 40% on the rain chances, and this is why our other high resolution model showing fair to partly cloudy skies through tomorrow afternoon, but watch how activity sparking up along that I-10 corridor and may last through the early evening hours, then diminishes. Going into Saturday, rain chances down, but temperatures heading up, and so will that heat index as well. Tonight, getting down into the mid-70s. No breaking news there. Tomorrow, we'll get up to about 91, I think, tomorrow afternoon. That heat index just getting over 100 on the latest model run. Tomorrow night, back down into the mid-70s. And then as we head into Saturday, I think it's going to be a degree or two hotter, and those heat indices pushing 102, maybe 103. So starting to feel real uncomfortable. So overall, quiet, still night. Just a slight chance of maybe a shower popping up overnight tonight. Then tomorrow, we'll keep it at 40%, partly sunny skies with best chance late afternoon, early tomorrow evening on your rain chances. Going into the weekend, there you see it. Temperatures rising into the mid-90s through early next week. And wait, there's more. You add the humidity, that heat index pushing 102 to 108. So that is full-on summer, whether it's May. That could be in June, July, August, and September. We got it coming up the end of the weekend and beyond.
All right. Thanks, Rob.